All right, guys, in today's video, I'm going to be going over primesettersacquisition.com frequently asked questions. Now, you guys are likely coming from another video, or you're coming from our landing page and you're just interested, right? And maybe you have questions and you can't reach out to me, or you don't know how to reach out to me, and you're here. Now, if you're interested again in having us work with you and set some of this stuff for you, some of this stuff up for you, please book a call here, and I'll show you guys a quick Q&A search shortcut on this Google Doc. You guys will have access to this doc. Now, for Apple users, Command F. For Windows users, Control F, right? So I'll show you. Command F, this pops up, and I can look up any questions, right? So I can type it up, right? Whatever has sales included, if your question is related to sales. If you know your exact question, maybe we have that exact question, right? And you can just filter through the questions with the arrow keys. All right, cool. Let me just start from the beginning. I'll go through everything individually so that you guys can just watch this video through, or, again, go to the Google Doc and search up your question. All right, now let's begin. Question: what if I already have an offer? Just run it through our Godfather creation process and Godfather offer creation process and ask yourself the clarifying questions to make sure that it works. Question: what if I'm just launching my offer? Well, then you'll get it right the first time. Question: do I need to have a guarantee? Yes, it will force you to get results, which is what matters to your clients. Question: does this framework work for low and mid ticket too? Yes, it's even easier, but high ticket is better. Question: does this work for video too? Yep, same framework. Question: how long does it take to create hand raisers? 15 to 60 minutes. The more you do it, the faster and better that you get. Question: what if I already tried posting before and it didn't work? You weren't doing it right and or weren't posting enough. Question: what niches does this work for? Niches, say whatever you want. Any niche that has a painful problem that you can solve when you're selling to someone who can read, and where you're selling to someone that can read. Question: what if they ask to get on a call? You can still get on a call, but now people will be a lot more warmed up. Question: what if I don't want to manage the chats myself? Once you've got a script converting, you can train a virtual assistant to take over for you. Question: what if I'm not a copywriter? If you can write an email to a friend and follow my framework, you can get this to convert. Question: how long are the GDoc invitations? Anywhere from 1 to 5 pages long or more, up to you. Question: what if I sell a complex solution? As long as you're selling something with a clear, desirable outcome to someone who wants it, this can work. Question: what if I don't have time to post hand raisers? You don't have 15 to 60 minutes a day to drum up new business, right? It shouldn't take you guys that long to do some of this stuff. And again, if you have a content manager or an account manager, they can do this for you. Question: does this work if I don't post every day? Yes, but not as good if you did. Question: how do I come up with ideas for my hand raisers? Let your market do it for you. Pay attention to testimonials, questions, comments, replies, emails, messages, objections, and one-to-one conversations. You can take anything that comes up more than once and turn it into a hand raiser. Question: what if I don't have an audience? You don't need an audience to start. Check out this training that goes over how you can still do this without followers. You guys should be able to find the doc right here, and there's also a YouTube video that should be inside of the doc that you can watch if you don't want to read. Question: how important is the promise or claim? Without a strong promise or claim, you won't be able to generate attention or leads or at bats, right? If you have at bats, we will be able to tweak the offer and the pricing over time. Without these at bats, we won't have the necessary data stream to tweak any other parts of the offer. For this reason, we help you solve the promise first. Question: do we need to have a product before we continue? Building a product before collecting orders is the worst thing we can possibly do. We need to validate that there is a clear demand to justify investing resources into product development. Just like Elon Musk pre-selling a spaceship to the moon with renderings, we will be developing mock-ups and marketing material before we invest in building the mechanism. Question: how long does writing a sales letter take? It usually takes a few days to properly craft your sales argument. Some clients spend a little longer and go up to the mountains. This is one of the highest leverage activities that you can possibly do. Once it is written, we will help tune it and make it solid. Sorry. Question: where is the sales letter used? Sophisticated buyers love consuming content via the written word. This sales argument will be published on all of your social profiles, blogs, email signatures, etc. It will also be transposed to video form or webinar form and page form. Why do we write the sales letter before we build the website? The website is just an HTML, CSS, and JavaScript interpretation of the core sales argument. Building the pages is not difficult. There are many landing page builders out there that will help you do this job in 30 minutes to a day. The challenge is writing the words that convert and communicating a compelling argument that can be displayed on the sales pages. The sales letter is that argument. This is why we derive it first. Question: will my customers actually watch a video sales letter? A few years ago, Ray Dalio produced a video called How the Economy Works. In this 25-minute video, Ray explains the relationships between short-term debt, long-term debt, and productivity. This video was watched 10 million times. The engagement was insane. The reason was that the content was useful. Your video content will be optimized for utility. People will stay engaged for hours as long as the content is useful to them. We will help you develop useful content. This type of content can be in video form or just in long form written style. It's been proven that it takes approximately 7 hours of interaction for a customer to develop enough trust with you to buy. The video helps build that trust. Question: how long does it take to craft and record a video sales letter? It takes approximately a day to write and a day to record. Of course, you will have to go through a few iterations to get it perfect. However, it often doesn't take much longer than a few days. The ROI on this activity is about $40,000 per hour since the leverage is so high. Question: what's the difference between a VSL and a webinar? A video sales letter is very similar to a webinar. However, a webinar is typically in a live environment using slightly different software that prevents people from exiting out of the window. A VSL can be hosted on a regular sales page. Question: where else is this video used? The VSL is used in all communications. You can publish on YouTube and LinkedIn, host in your email signature, host on your website or on your landing pages or your sales page, and even in follow-up emails, etc. What if I'm not comfortable on video? If you are not comfortable on video, don't worry. No one is when they start. I wasn't, right? We will support you, right? We will support you through this process and have you start with audio if you are not fully comfortable with video yet. It's perfectly normal to be a little anxious without being on video the very first time. So, question: who records the video? We will be helping you record the video. All you need is a cheap mic and Google Slides. We will walk you through how to record, edit, host, and syndicate your videos. It takes a few times to get perfect, just like anything, but we will guide you through the entire process. Question: can I outsource the creation of the video? We don't recommend outsourcing the video creation since doing so will result in an unnecessary delay to getting your funnels up and running. Agencies or third-party services could take weeks or months to produce a video, and that video could not even work since the message could be off. We help our customers craft videos within one day, publish them, test the message and engagement, and then iterate. The beauty of doing this is that it's free. It's much more effective, and you are able to get your message out the door in a matter of days instead of months. As a result, you will be able to find the market message resonance much faster than if you were to engage someone to do this for you. Question: what's an opt-in page? An opt-in page, also known as a lead gen page or lead capture page or squeeze page or bait page, is used to capture email addresses and contact information from visitors of your site. It offers some sort of value, a model, template, training, report, data in exchange for an email address. They are used to collect leads, and they come in handy when you are driving cold traffic to the pages. Question: what tools do you use? We recommend using landing page builders to start because they are easy to use and allow you to publish funnels extremely quickly. We are versed with many of them: ClickFunnels, HubSpot pages, Insta pages, Webflow, etc. Right? They all do the same job, but some are slightly better than others, right? If you are comfortable building pages using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, we'll give you the code and templates so that you can adapt them to your business. If you are comfortable with Ruby on Rails, we will give you the Rails code that we use in our landing pages for you to adapt to yours. Question: what's a sales page? A sales page is used to convert visitors into tripwire events, a trial, a quiz, a demo, or a small purchase. It displays the sales argument in the form of either written word or video. It can be made either by hand or with a page builder like ClickFunnels or Instapage or Webflow or HubSpot pages. The builder doesn't matter. The words on the page matter with respect to the conversion rate. Question: do I have to be technical to build this? You don't have to be technical to implement this process. All pages and processes are mapped out and templates are provided. You will just need to use landing page builders and drag and develop elements to fit to the skeleton we provide to you. However, if you are technical, we will give you the source code and Rails app so that you can move extremely quickly. Question: who's writing the copy? We are providing the foundational templates and skeletons. You will be filling them in, then sending to us for review. Once they are reviewed, you will be making the iterations. The copy for the sales page and funnels is already written in the form of your sales argument. We are simply transposing that argument to funnel form. We will then tune the sales letter and make the copy work. Question: can't an agency do this for me? Agencies can work for the actual execution of the marketing campaigns. However, the amount of domain expertise needed to write useful insights and compelling copy specific to a particular niche is massive. An agency doesn't have the domain expertise relative to your niche to write compelling, thought-leading sales arguments. As a result, their messages don't resonate and the campaigns usually flop. Also, agencies are also not incentivized in any way that is beneficial to the customer. The more clients they take on, the worse the client's results are due to bandwidth and constraints. We, on the other hand, get better the more clients we bring on since we have more reference points and our frameworks get stronger. Question: what if my product is not built yet? If your product is not built yet, we will be building what is called the minimum viable assets. These assets will be used to get enough attention and provide enough credibility such that you will be able to generate your first 20 to 100 appointments so you can test your product hypothesis and pre-sell your offer. You never want to build before pre-selling to avoid costly errors. Question: how long does it take to build this funnel? An experienced marketer can build a funnel in one day. If you are starting from scratch and it's your first funnel, it might take you a few days to get your head around the software tools and how to use them. We provide you with everything you need to make sure you can create a funnel in as little time as humanly possible, even if you're a complete newbie. Question: what is a CRM? A CRM is just a glorified spreadsheet that helps you keep track of your customers and prospects. It defines steps to your sales process and helps you work prospects down each step. They are pretty easy to use and not something to overthink. Don't get caught up in the technical jargon of CRMs and gymnastics. They are pretty easy. Question: what CRM do you recommend using? We recommend a CRM called Close.io for sales. We have tried all of them: HubSpot, Salesforce, Pipedrive, Soho, etc. They all pretty much do the same thing. However, the ease of use and speed at which the tool operates is what we really care about. That's why we recommend Close.io. Before we ramp up marketing and step on the gas, we want to test the assets to first make sure that the claim and messaging convert. The test is pretty clear. The assets either generate leads and opportunities or they don't. During this phase, we will be helping you test your assets and determine or refine your message. If we need to change our messaging, we will quickly make the iterations. Question: who's sending the cold messages? We will be working with you to help you send cold emails and cold LinkedIn messages. We will be providing you with all templates, tools, workflows, and mindsets to help you be most effective during this process. There is very little margin for error when it comes to outbound prospecting. Every word matters, every sentence, every period. If the message communicates the wrong tone, it could result in a poor demo conversation rate. This is why we work with our customers to make their messages sound amazing. Question: what tools are used and how much do they cost? There are many tools available to facilitate the outbound process. Some of these tools include outbound email automation software like Reply.io, Woodpecker, HubSpot, LinkedIn automation tools like Ulink, CRMs like Close.io and HubSpot, data scrapers like Lead Leader. We don't like using automation until we know the message is working. For this reason, we start by recommending Close.io, Gmail, LinkedIn Sales Nav, Lead Leaper. Automating connection requests via LinkedIn is another great way to build your organic following. We will set you up with tools like Ulink for LinkedIn automation and provide you with discount codes. Currently, you will have to go through us to get access to Ulink. The cost per rep is approximately $100 to $200 per month. You will be able to get all the appointments you want using these tools. Question: do I have to do cold calling? One version of outbound prospecting includes cold calling. However, it is not required to get 2 to 4% contact to opportunity rate. We do provide training on cold calling tactics. We came from the door-to-door world and are definitely not afraid of picking up the phone and making a few dials. Question: can I just hire someone to do this for me? Hiring an outbound agency to help you execute the initial test is not likely going to work due to the fact that the agency will have to make the iterations to your messages on the fly. However, without much knowledge of your customer, your value prop, or without proven assets, right? For this reason, I definitely said that in the wrong tone, but for this reason, we recommend that the founders or executives or heads of sales and marketing execute the initial tests. Marketing executives and marketing execute the initial test. Question: what type of organic content works? The best type of organic content optimizes for utility. It needs to be useful to your customers and prospects. We already helped you create compelling content, so all we will be doing in this phase is publishing it to organic channels. Question: how does paid traffic testing work? In some cases, experienced entrepreneurs want to get straight to testing with cold social ads. We only recommend this strategy if the entrepreneur is comfortable spending cash on the testing phase, around 5 to 10K a month uh, upfront, and has the intent to work with the cold channels to get them working, which could take 1 to 3 months. So when I say 5 to 10K, I don't mean per month, but typically 5 to 10K is pretty much enough for a solid testing run. We will work with you to do this, but we recommend a minimum budget of 3K per month and patience plus time to go through the iteration process. If we can't generate appointments and leads with our messaging, then we will need to rewrite the ads. Traffic sources typically include Meta, Google, and LinkedIn, or whatever traffic channels we find to be best for your offer. Question: are my customers really on social media? It is extremely likely that your customers are using some type of social media, whether they admit it to you or not. People check in on their grandkids, ex-wives, husbands, etc. They are likely using either Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, or all of them simultaneously. The hard part is targeting them. We will be helping you determine your audience that converts. This takes some time and patience and requires you to spend to learn. Question: can an agency just do the ads for me? This is a great question, and the truth is that media buying is one of the highest leverage activities that one can do. If done right, you can turn $100,000 into $500,000 in a few months. Leaving this job up to a junior person at an agency who was delivering pizzas 3 months ago is insane. For this reason, we work with you to become versed in media buying. Question: what if my product is low ticket and I want to use an automated funnel? If your product is low ticket, we still need to test the resonance with methods that don't scale, like inside sales and one-to-one webinars. This allows you to get the feedback necessary quickly. Automated funnels are great, but there is a time and a place for them. In the beginning, you don't want to introduce any unnecessary feedback delays. Question: what if I don't have sales experience? Many of our customers don't have sales experience when they start working with us. However, they are able to follow a step-by-step process that allows them to close deals. Sales experience is not necessary to get exceptional results. Question: who can do the sales for me? As you are testing your offer and determining your pricing and features, you will be the one who is conducting the sales calls. We do not recommend anyone else doing the sales calls at this point, since they won't have the domain expertise to exercise liberty with respect to pricing and product features on the call. Question: can I hire an outsourced sales agency to do this? In theory, an outsourced sales agency sounds useful and cost effective. However, in practice, it is not. The reason why these outsourced sales agencies don't work is that they lack the domain expertise needed to sell the product effectively, and even charge an extra 15 to 20% as management fees. As a result, it takes longer for you to get any real traction with this method, and you are paying large upfront fees and management fees, which erode any margin and spiral you out of the black. For this reason, we don't recommend using outsourced sales agencies. Question: How long does this process take? The validation process takes approximately 1 to 6 months. The key metric here is the number of sales calls that you do. Ideally, you want to do at least 200 to 500 sales calls yourself to really validate your market, your price, and your offer. Yes, this could seem a little intimidating. However, this is necessary if you want to scale to millions extremely quickly. If you already have salespeople, we will be working with them to validate your offer and dial in your script. Question: can I do this without a product? This is a great question, and most of our customers ask the same thing. The key is that you want to sell without a product if you haven't already developed it yet. The reason is that selling before building will help you build only features and products that have demand and save you years and millions in development costs. We will be using mockups and renderings to sell the product slash solution before it exists. Elon Musk sold a spaceship to the moon for hundreds of millions with just renderings. You can sell a B2B or B2C simple offer. Question: how much money does it take to start with paid traffic? We recommend starting with 3K per month during the testing phase and waiting to determine your cash on cash ROI. Then we scale up to 10, 50, 100K, and 300K per month. If we can maintain a healthy ROI, then we can scale to the moon and collect insane profits. Question: how long does it take to get set up? It takes a few days to set up your ads. However, it takes a few months to validate your cash on cash ROI. This is why patience is needed, and a stable lead source and conversion mechanism are already validated so that you are not forced to make paid advertising work. Working with us in our mastermind is the key to unlocking insane results. Question: can I hire an agency to do the paid advertising? You can hire an agency to do the paid ads. However, if they are not compensated on profit, then the incentives are misaligned. If the agency is unwilling to work on profit and is charging you a steep retainer, then you know that they are optimizing for retainers and not performance. It's much better to learn these skills in-house than comp your media buyer on the profit of the whole machine. Media buying is one of the highest leverage things you can do. You can turn 100K into 500K in a few months. Trusting some junior at an agency to do this for you is irresponsible and often results in waste, failure, and frustration. Question: how does scaling using outbound teams work? Scaling outbound is a fantastic way to ramp up lead generation. This requires that you hire and bring on BDRs or SDRs to hit 100 to 150 cold prospects every day and book demos. Scaling outbound works well for offers with at least 6K in annual gross profit contribution. We will show you how to hire, train, ramp, and manage a team of SDRs. Each SDR should be booking at least 10 to 20 appointments per week. We will give you the compensation structures and incentive plans for this structure. We will also provide you with the tools and tracking strategies necessary to optimize the outbound team. Question: can I outsource the SDR role? You can outsource in some cases. However, in our experience, this method doesn't work as well as bringing someone in-house. The reason is that sometimes the SDR will need to tweak the messaging and the assets to improve market message resonance. If a firm is managing this process, there is often a delay. It could take 3 to 7 days for the firm to change assets, which is extremely inefficient. Also, some firms can outsource the SDR role, bring on multiple clients per employee, which allows them to make a profit. This is great for them, but not for you, since your outbound prospector will be working multiple accounts simultaneously and bandwidth will be spread, which will decrease yield for you. The outsourced agency will often do the bare minimum of work and drive the bare minimum of appointments necessary to keep the retainer. If you hire in-house, you can drive up the efficiency and capture surplus. Another point is that if the outsourced agency is successful, you will opt to bring the outbound efforts in-house to increase efficiency. It makes sense to start from this point to avoid any unnecessary transfer costs and load. Question: how much do I pay for an SDR? The typical compensation for an SDR is $40,000 to $50,000 per year plus 2.5% of commission. This incentivizes them properly. We will show you how to compensate your outbound sales team. Question: how long does it take to ramp up an SDR? With our training and help, it will take you no less than 1 week to get an SDR ramped to full production. The key is mapping out a bulletproof process that anyone can use and get results. Question: how does scaling using channel partners work? Channel partners are a great way to scale marketing. However, starting with a channel is a dangerous strategy since the success of the campaign depends on one single event, the launch. We recommend that you test your offer, message, price, etc. with organic methods before scaling with channels. When you are ready for channels, you will initiate a relationship and an agreement with them. This agreement can be an affiliate agreement or an upfront fee to launch. Both methods work. We will help you line up channel partners and help you prep your webinar or presentation. Question: can I engage channels before selling direct? You can engage channels. However, if you push or launch with a channel before your sales process and funnels are dialed in, you can end up making mistakes, confusing the prospects, and bruising the relationship with the channel partner. For example, if a payment link is broken or a URL is broken or your funnel doesn't work on mobile the way that you need it to, you can end up wasting a ton of time and money. Also, channel partners are smart and want to protect their reputation with their customers. They will not push an unproven offer. They will want to wait and see if you are able to sell the offer yourself before they take on risk and push to their audience. Question: how do I compensate sales reps? We like to compensate sales reps on strictly commission. This attracts superstars and allows them to make an extremely high income. We also have experience compensating reps with a base salary of 50 to 80K a year, plus 1/3 of their compensation being commission. This structure works for when you are selling more complex deals to sophisticated buyers and you are unfamiliar with building a commission-based sales team. Question: when do you hire the sales team? You want to hire the sales team when you are able to overwhelm your calendar with qualified appointments. The reason why we don't hire a sales team before this point is that if the sales team doesn't have leads or appointments, they will be burning time and money. Commission-based salespeople will want to know that you have your marketing solved or they won't be attracted to your business. Question: can you outsource the sales team? We have had clients who have tried to outsource their sales team. However, this is not a long-term solution and it often leads to extraordinary waste. Outsourcing sales is dangerous since you will be dependent on someone else for survival. A better strategy is to learn how to build a sales team in-house. Once you have this skill, you will be able to push any offer, any product, anything into the market and capture fabulous surplus. Question: how does scaling with an automated funnel work? If your offer is lower ticket or you are leading with a free trial, we will dial in your offer, your video sales letters, and your follow-up sequence to help you achieve high returns on your marketing. Automated funnels are tricky to get profitable since they significantly depend on the cost of traffic and the number of competitors in the market. There is less margin or error with them than inside sales funnels. However, they can scale quickly if you keep them profitable. Don't use it unless you are YouTube famous and you have a back-end high-ticket funnel. Question: when should I install an automated funnel? You want to install an automated funnel before you are certain that your trial or tripwire converts with the messaging you used during the inside sales process. If this is not done before you lean on the automated funnel will likely yield negative returns. Question: what tools do you use for tracking and reporting? We recommend Chart Module, I'm probably saying it wrong, for revenue and cash tracking. This allows you to tag cash with lead source and rep so you can accurately determine your cost of acquisition. Question: what tools do you use to help with customer success? We have experience using Help Scout, and other service backend tools. However, we prefer to use our CRM for this type of activity so everything stays organized. Now, if there are more questions, I will add them to this doc. This video will likely be updated in the future if we have to add a ton of questions. Now, all you need to do is generate your marketing and sales collateral, then push it and get it in front of people using viral ads and filter the attention that you're getting by leveraging a dynamic sales letter to make sure the calls that are coming through are qualified appointments. Now, you can do this alone, which is extremely challenging. It took me a couple of years to figure this out and refine it. Or you can take the easy path and work with me. If you work with me, I'll set this up with you one-on-one. You'll get results much faster and quicker than if you were to do it alone. You'll be able to craft the right Godfather offer immediately. You'll have me helping you craft your hand raisers to flood your inbox with leads. You'll be able to qualify dozens of prospects, perfect prospects, at the same time via chat, right? I'll help you create your chat script with you. You'll be able to make the system evergreen so that you're enrolling clients every day, and you'll be able to scale this in a lean, super profitable, and fun way. This is not a coaching program, right? And this is a one-on-one engagement where I work directly with you and we'll be setting up a lot of this for you. It is expensive, but you get what you pay for, and I guarantee results. I've got limited spots, so if you'd like my help with this, book a call and I'll hook you up with the details. Again, this is for 6 and 7 figure coaches, consultants, creators, and experts who sell a 4 to 5 figure offer and want to scale past 6 and 7 figures by bolting on an AI-driven client acquisition system in 30 days guaranteed. Talk soon.